Day 3 would arguably be the biggest of the weekend. The 35 prospects headed to downtown Moose Jaw for lunch, and for one last moment, they tried to have some fun before the challenge that awaited them. In the afternoon, Team Brower and Team Hameluk would travel down the Trans-Canada Highway to Caronport for their final scrimmage. This was a 20-minute bus ride where the players prepared for the final battle of the weekend.
I thought it's a little bit different experience for sure than the last time around. You know, you don't come in with much pressure when you're a 15-year-old. You know, you're just kind of looking to put your feet in the water a bit and see what it's like in the first WHL experience. But this year, you know, you got a little bit more pressure on you. You know, you're fighting for a spot this year, and so you got to make a good impression here, show that you developed a lot, and yeah. For sure, you know, I thought my first session might have been a little bit flat, but you know, I had just maybe effects of not playing competitive hockey. I haven't skated hard, I guess, since the league finals in our tournaments, or in our league finals. So you know, it just had to get my feet under me. I thought I had a lot better second session. So yeah, for sure, I thought I hopefully made a good impression there the second session. I thought it was a lot more intense than last year for sure. Like, yeah, there were some guys out there laying some good hits, and it was really intense. Everybody working hard, so for sure, yeah.
How hungry does this get you for training camp in August?
Extremely. It's just coming to the city. You know, it makes me want to come here and work as hard as I can at training camp, and hopefully stick around for this upcoming season. Well, I'm working out at the next level training in Saskatoon. So I drive down to Saskatoon from PA. So it's a little bit of a hike, I guess, but you know, it's worth it. There's a good group of guys there. Kelly Rio, his name is, works with a lot of NHL players, so it's a lot different from last year. I just worked out by myself, you know. So I'm hoping that's going to get me really ready for this next year.
You know, I just tried to play my hardest, and you know, maybe if the young guys, I don't know, maybe saw how I prepared or something, maybe a little different, but. No, they're good guys, and you know what? If I had something to offer them, and I hope they took that in. Yeah, they asked me about Howden and Henry and how they were and stuff, and you know, I just told them it was awesome to learn from those guys, and yeah, you know, it's the OT goals they were okay. But I got a few comments on that, but yeah, you know, it's just good to be out in Moose Jaw again, and, you know, skating. Yeah, the intensity was great out here. Lots of guys were battling, hitting, and you know, it was for sure a good start for main camp.
We're very encouraged by the young men that came in here this weekend. I thought they were professional, they worked hard. Those were two very, very competitive scrimmages that we just saw. The fitness results were very good, and you know what? Right now we're very pleased with what we saw here over the last couple of days. Yeah, you know that those 11 young men come in here as 14, 15-year-olds. It's their first WHL experience and first experience with our hockey club. You know, we want them to use the experience and to help their development and get an understanding of what it takes to play at the WHL level. And, you know, I thought that, again, Robert McLaughlin and his guys looked like they did a very good job. I think we got some talent in this draft, you know, starting with Swachenko in net and Gardner on the back end, and you know, all the D played very well and looked like they're going to have a chance to play, and some real good speed and some real good skill up front. So it looks like there's some pieces in place with this group that look very well for our future. You know, it was hard. Guys went to the net hard. Guys were blocking shots. They were engaging in puck battles. There were some big hits. There was some gritty play. I thought the competitive level was probably, you know, one of the highlights of the camp. We want to see that they're working hard in the gym and keying in on areas that they got to get better. I think one thing that we want to make sure our guys are doing is they're training hockey specific. You know, sometimes you tell a young guy that he's got to get stronger, and he hits the gym and he pounds the weights out, and he comes back to training camp and he's got no neck and he can't skate. You know, we want our guys to make sure they're training that, you know, that the core strength and quick feet and athleticism and, you know, training hockey specific. We want guys, you know, I think you saw the speed out here this weekend was the direction that we want to go with a fast team, and, you know, we want to be about competitiveness, we want to be about skill, and we want to be about speed. I think as a general manager, you always look at, you always are in favor of making tough decisions at training camp, because that means you got a lot of good players. And I think, again, that's a reflection on our scouting staff, the job they've done over the last few years that have, you know, really brought in a real strong core group of good young players. And I think that, you know, the development process and working with these guys, that it's going to be exciting. And I think we have a chance to have a pretty good team here over the next 3 or 4 years.
The Prospects finished off the weekend with a team barbecue. Unfortunately, Mother Nature forced some changes. Management and coaches showed off their work ethic by adapting on the fly, moving the barbecue indoors. Before digging in, General Manager Alan Miller addressed the crowd and thanked everyone involved in another successful Warriors prospect camp. They may be hockey players, but they're kids at heart. Several enjoyed throwing around the football while others shared stories as the night went on. It was an amazing weekend. These 35 players battled each other on the ice and became friends in the process. The road to becoming a Moose Jaw Warrior isn't an easy one, but as these young men go their separate ways, it's a dream they'll share.